Welcome back to Midday Kentucky, everyone. Well, now that the winners of the Big Blue Ultimate Wedding giveaway has been selected and announced, it's time to get an idea of what the wedding will include. We've invited Jenny Lane, owner of Genfolio Portrait Art, to talk about the photography services for the actual wedding and what they'll be getting. Nice to see you again.
Likewise.
Are you well?
Yes, so good.
Fall is in the air.
Yes.
It's the perfect time to take pictures,
yes.
I think. All right, let's talk about the wedding to begin with. What is it that they will actually be receiving?
So I pulled out all the stops for this couple, and they're so cute. I talked to them a couple days ago. We're going to do engagement photos, we're going to do bridal photos, and we're going to do first look. That's groom and bride.
What is a first look? Explain that for a minute.
First look, you haven't done one of these
yet?
yet?
No, I don't know what that is.
This is when the groom sees the bride in the dress for the first time.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's a less traditional but very popular and a great way to have time outside of the wedding day to nail all those beautiful photos.
Okay, now here's the thing. I'm going to ask you some tricky questions.
Okay.
Why is it important to actually have an album dedicated to your wedding? Because some people don't do that.
Right.
They just get the photographs.
Definitely. I think that it's important to showcase all the work, money, and time that goes into that day that is supposed to emulate your love, to show your love off. And so it's a good way to keep things archival. I have pictures of my grandparents' wedding in an album, and it's nice to have something that will last forever. And so...
And this is one of the albums that you're talking about here. I'm just going to flip this over so we can see. Like, this is absolutely stunning.
Yes.
Can I just say to you, I wouldn't just have this for a photo album for a wedding. I would have it for a shot of a family album.
I agree. I agree. And that's what this sample is. There's lots of different ways that you can incorporate albums into your family. And this will last 100 years if you care for it properly. It's made with high-end leather and archival products that just stand the test of time.
It's really beautiful, everyone, once you see that up close. Now talk to me, you're saying that this is what you're doing for the Ultimate Wedding giveaway. Now, when someone's looking for a photographer, there has to be some questions that you get asked quite a lot. What is your professional advice for all the brides to be out there that they should be asking their potential photographer?
That's a great question. I think one of the most important things is to ask the photographer how many weddings they've shot, how long they've been in business, what do they like to shoot. I know sometimes people might hire someone that's a child photographer for a wedding, and you'll get different images. So I think it's really important to find someone that specializes in what they love to shoot, but then also they're going to fulfill your needs in regards to products or the actual wedding.
So when you say that, there is a difference between, you know, children's photography, pet photography, landscape photography. How do you know? What are the telltale signs, not telltale signs that you might have picked the wrong one?
Ooh.
What are some things to look for in those initial meetings?
Yes. So I would say that as a client, you want to have an idea of what you have in mind. And when you talk to the photographer, you want to make sure they understand that vision, but also they can execute it and come up with their own ideas. So I think having a website where they can look and see that the images are true to your style is an important aspect.
Now, I often think to myself, you know, does a photographer have to have loads of equipment? Should that impress you? Because there are some people out there that just think having all this stuff around you really is the best photographer to have.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that's a big argument in the photography world. You know, do you need a flash? Don't you need a flash? To hire someone for a wedding, you're going to come in 2 different types of lighting. If they're married in a church that doesn't allow lighting, off-camera flash, you need to be able to be prepared for that. So I wouldn't say the equipment as is important as the skills the photographer brings to the table.
You're right. As always, you're giving us good information. Hey, but guess what, everyone? You at home, if you want to have your 4 photographs done, we have a deal for you. It's $99. Jen is doing the whole thing for you. We appreciate that you did that for all our viewers here at Midday Kentucky. If you want to find out more information, there it all is up there. Give Jen a call, everyone, 801-499-7732, or head over to their website. Guys, I have to tell you, this wedding prize is so amazing. I cannot wait, because you know your photographs are going to be in our promotions for next year.
Right.
It is the way it is, everyone. Hey, we're taking a look at some